So what now?
Are whose idea was it to shop? Is it Bias's idea to shop?
Probably.
Actually, it would have been Diana's because Diana has wanted to um go to a tailor and get some fancy stuff, and those two have a better eye for fancy stuff than just about anyone else she feels like she could ask. Um,
Well, you are talking to a somebody very knowledgeable of textiles.
I think it's a wonderful idea to get some nicer clothes. I mean, against anything that anybody's wearing right now, but it does do to have a nicer outfit for occasion.
especially
Or
if
two.
we end up dealing with that quibbly woman again.
Maybe three. How many are you looking to purchase?
No more than three.
I can work with that.
What's
Bias,
that?
can you work with that?
That should be doable. I mean, you can't have it for every day of the week, but it's nice to have options, depending on the occasion. And you can start small too. I did not take any clothes with me, so it might be a good idea to go with and find what this place deems appropriate wear. I am very curious about what Lord de Villiers has made.
Do you suppose Vera or Lena would be interested in joining us on this excursion?
I mean, we can always ask. It
Is
seems
Vera
like
just hanging around?
Yep.
Vera,
Yes.
would you like to go shopping?
I would love to go shopping.
Thank goodness. Let's go find Lena because I have no idea where she's gotten herself off to these days. Probably at the temple, honestly. But I think she could also do with a fun day of shopping to liven her up.
I think we could all do with it.
Shopping tends to do so.
Diona,
Yes.
I know I just said everybody could do with a bit of shopping, but do you think Tally could do with a bit of shopping? Because I'm not sure that that's something they'd be
No, I
necessarily.
think that
Okay.
would. And also, I don't know if you've seen them recently. They are very focused on the tone.
All right. Well, we'll just leave them to that, and we can find Lena, find some place to shop, do some proper shopping because heaven knows I need it, and check back on them later.
I think that sounds like a fine plan.
Thank you, Vera. Very sweet of you to say so. Let's yeehaw ourselves over to the temple and locate freaking Lena.
Let's yeet ourselves to the temple.
Yeet.
Let's yeet on over.
Yeet-haw.
Yeah, so Diana leads the way to the door for the temple so that we can go harass Lena. This is fine.
I'm sure she's not doing anything important.
The geese burst down.
This is where we belong.
I mean, Lena's probably not actually doing that much by this stage, but is kind of full on at the doesn't quite know how to go back to the group and say, I'm free and finished, and this is a social thing that I don't know how to deal with.
Oh,
What does the temple look like? Is it a nice temple?
presumably it's.
I mean, I wouldn't have thought it would be huge because Kyle's not massive. I'd have thought it'd kind of be functional rather than kind of over the top ostentatious, but kind of clean and well kept and busy. And Lena's kind of dress down because why wear chainmail when you don't have to?
Mm-hmm.
We ever not seen her in chainmail?
You have,
In the
but
mornings.
in the
In the
mornings and
mornings.
in an evening and stuff like that.
So if we walk right in and see her.
Yeah, I would say that Lena will probably know when you've arrived because there'll be a whole lot of what the hell is going on.
Because we're us.
We
Yeah.
A
just
collective
grab the
group.
nearest person and say, "Excuse me, is Lena Lindbarn about?"
And their response will probably be a slightly confused point. I'm gonna just you find Lena in the library. Kind of in a corner, surrounded by books, obviously trying to look something up and looking vaguely frustrated with whatever she's looking for.
Good morning, Lena.
Oh, morning. Oh gosh, is it morning already? Hi. Sorry, meant to be. I got distracted. Hi. What can I do for you folks?
Oh well, I don't think you can
Well.
do anything for us necessarily, but we were talking. You know, we were sitting at breakfast talking. We had ourselves a little idea. We thought we all have some shopping to do. Well, not all of us, but us, and she gestures around to the assembled group. And we figured, well, Lena's probably got some shopping to do as well. So,
Oh,
would you like to come shop?
I don't know that I really need anything right now, but sure, why not? Sounds fun.
Absolutely.
Just give me a second to tidy up, and I'll be right with you.
All right. Lovely place here.
Yeah, it's a little too quiet. It's weird. Yeah, just one second. And Lena's kind of definition of tidying up is basically just to stack all the books into a pile on the table.
No.
That's super valid.
I'll right. Well, sure. Lead on then, I guess. Oops.
So I know that I want to go to a tailor. I don't know about what the rest of you guys need to be doing.
Well, a lady could always do with new clothes.
I agree.
Always.
And honestly, I was gonna head to the same place.
Oh, and Vice, you know, we picked up that jewelry at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be worth a little something. We should see about deciding which pieces to sell and selling it somewhere here because I'm sure we could find a buyer.
Of course, I mean it is Gaimo.
So just, you know, or maybe we could keep a few pieces. I could probably work some. I mean, they're very nice pieces. I bet I could work something out with them, make them a little nicer because they're not that nice.
I mean, perhaps even find an outfit to go with him.
Oh, there's an idea. I like the way you think. Well, I can't, but you.
Ay. Well, let's just go then. Go find
All
a
right.
tailor.
Off to find.
I'm pretty sure Diana would lead to a moderately upper end one because we are trying to get fancy clothes. Well, she's trying to get fancy clothes. I don't know what you guys are after.
Susanna doesn't wear unfancy clothes.
Vias just has his travel clothes, and honestly, he's very interested in seeing what Charlie has made with his textile company. So he's very interested to see if he can find anything related to that.
Which possibly means we should talk to Parker.
I mean, I tried
Uh,
asking before, but I think it got buried at some point.
Parker's gone through a lot with this whole car sickness debacle.
Yeah.
Probably missed.
Oh.
Because Vias was tempted to just like get one and then try to add his own flair to it at some point.
So, Downer, tell me, what exactly are you looking for in the manner of fancy clothes?
Because there's very many options available. I'm
Do
not
you like
near.
dress?
Uh, I like the look of them on other people, but it's always been one of those things that kind of. And she sort of rubs at the back of her neck, and you see her shoulders bunch up a little, and I had some bad experience with dresses, so let's go with no dresses for now and see what.
Vias kind of has like a little bit of a gleeful look in his eye and says, "Good. There's definitely different ways to dress you, especially in the more masculine attire. I know there are certain Marquesian fashions that kind of blend both. I don't think they'll have it available here, considering it's Daldore, but I mean, I can always show you an example at some point. I just don't have the nice cloth available."
Oh no, we can work something out for sure. I mean, a vest would look wondrous on your physique.
Or some sort of three-piece suit would be very nice. Plus,
It's about giving the arms an opportunity to show off.
or if that's not something you enjoy, there is the option of some sort of billowing top where it's very loose on the frame.
Uh, I do have the funds. I'm willing to listen to both your recommendations. Because I don't entirely know what works for me as far as fancy clothes, so I'm trusting you two's judgment.
And the best
And then
is
she
to
sort of
try on.
pauses and realizes what she just said.
That is wonderful news, Downer. I'm so glad you've entrusted us with these important decisions.
Yes. I mean, the first time to try on more fancier clothing is very good. And finding out
It's
if you like all
important
the
to
styles.
have support for exciting new changes like these.
Vias just kind of like nods gleefully while looking at Susanna.
Susanna is grinning, but it's beneath the veil, so you can't even see it.
I mean, at this
And how about
Janice
you,
sort
Lena?
of
You
is
want to?
looking
no, I
between
was
the two of them,
this
and there's a flick of regret, and she sort of looks over at Lena, and there's almost a little bit of regret in her expression.
yeah, Lena at this point is slowly kind of edging away.
Lena, what is your favorite fashion? Is there certain things that you enjoy to wear?
Um, I'm more of a practical comfort kind of girl. I yeah, I mean, fashion really isn't my thing.
Oh, of course. That's very understandable, and it's not always someone's strong
It's
suit
it's
or enjoyment.
it's a little hard to be fashionable in chainmail.
Oh, you would be amazed at some of the things that Marquesian people take off. I'll have to show you some of ours.
um, okay, that could be cool.
There are some amazing colors you can do with the metal of the chain links, actually.
Lena, what's your favorite color?
Um, purple.
Thank
Good
you.
to know.
I mean, it clashes a little with the skin, but it's
And
pretty.
you can
Oh,
find purples that
nonsense. It
work.
looks lovely.
Uh,
It's all about the undertone.
while Joy was still with us, she very much liked purples, and she was actually same sort of shade as you are.
Well, I mean, I just think it's pretty.
That is a good thing as well. How about you, Diana? Your color? What is your favorite? I don't remember if we asked.
Uh, I tend to like the night sky blue. The
Mm.
when you can see the stars and it's darker than ink.
Ah, like a deep indigo, something similar to that.
Yeah,
But nice.
but otherwise I'm generally yellows tend to clash.
Hmm.
I think
And
you'd look lovely in a yellow dress. Yeah.
I mean, accents in
I,
yellow tend
if
to be very nice.
I think the
um
contrast would be frankly quite stunning.
if you can find something that keeps me from looking greenish, that would be. But that's happened.
That will be very easy.
What about gold?
Yes, see,
No.
gold and blue, very attractive color combination.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
oh, there's an idea. And Vader, how about you? You like fashion?
My wife always dressed me up. I left it to her. I don't have anything against it. It's just not my forte.
Did she have any particular tastes?
None that would match me. She was she liked laces and silks and all that fancy stuff. That's not so much for me.
Yes, that doesn't always suit some people. Some people don't find it to be comfortable.
And how about favorite color for you?
I like a nice pale green,
Very
Pretty
nice.
cute.
like sea foam.
That's another thing that would look lovely. See, this is why conversations like this.
They are necessary,
And
I suppose.
and a nice break from the constant state of
Terror.
Everything.
From the
Chaos.
general situations we seem to find ourselves in.
Yes, I tend to wonder why this happens to us every time.
well, we did kind of actively go looking for trouble.
Kind of in the business of adventuring.
That is true.
Uh,
However, it doesn't tend to go
very
so
strange.
horribly wrong.
Never really made much sense as a business to me. I mean, certainly there's other ways to. But now here I am.
Well, some people like hours.
Yep.
The hours are horrific.
Yet the hours are.
The hours have been some of the worst hours of my life. That's not true.
You know, I don't agree, but I do a little bit.
Well,
The
in any case,
hours take some getting used to.
Not
I
the
mean,
life for
not nearly
everyone.
as much peril as my other job, but
what in the world was your other job?
What? How does your other job beat out?
what we currently went through.
Yeah.
Time stop temple? What was your other job?
A shepherd to Haven that tends to be overridden with ethereal creatures and yeah, there's certain creatures that hang around that are not safe and will
So
frequently kill you.
this adventuring thing is sort of same shit, different day, then.
Yes, a little bit. It's just something of life. I mean, if you never leave heaven, then it's not an issue, but I did not want to stay put. I haven't since I was little.
I think Diana just kind of pauses and just ruffles Vias's hair in lieu of a word response.
I think Percy kind of like gives you a look from his shoulder, and Vias kind of just like ducks away from it a little bit, but gives you a like small smile.
Okay, so Vice had a horrible job. Downa, you're a sailor. Lena, you've been in the temple.
What about
Vera.
you, Susanna?
What? We're getting to Vera first. Hold on. Don't cut in line.
Easy.
Kept an inn for most of my life.
Oh, an inn. That's lovely. My brother-in-law keeps an inn.
Not an easy job, not for everyone. Most jobs aren't for everyone.
No.
And what about you, Susanna? What did you do before this?
I made clocks. Should think that's obvious enough.
Oh, very
Suppose it
nice.
is.
Are you a
Repaired
tinkerer?
clocks as well. And more often than that, though, I made jewelry because there's always someone looking to buy jewelry, and there's not always someone looking to buy clocks.
Not a skill you're born knowing how to do. Where'd you learn?
My daddy taught me. He was a clockmaker, too. He taught me everything I know. Made clocks all the time. I used to sit in his workshop, and watch him. This and she pulls up her pocket watch, her clockwork amulet, and she says, this was his. He made this for me. Well, he made it for himself and gave it to me.
Fine clock.
Oh, it's very nice. It's the best. You won't see a better clock than this.
Very
I
sweet.
believe it.
And
Is that how you always know the time?
I like to be punctual.
the wristwatch you loaned me in the temple, was that your work or?
Oh yes, I made that one. Eleanor, my sister, it's her watch. She had one from Daddy, but it broke. Oh, it broke so long ago, and so I made her a new one, similar. She's broken that one too so many times. My goodness,
Not seem to be able to work
Take it
them
you
very
she's
well.
the girl you'll ever meet. She's just
Didn't get you
she
and your
fell
dad
out of a
tower.
tree.
I hope we do get a chance to meet her. She sounds.
Like an interesting person.
She sounds like good people.
Yes, well, I need to give her this watch back at some point. She gave it to me so I could fix it again, and I fixed it, and I never got around to giving it back to her. So, suppose we'll have to run into her at some point. Sorry. But in any case, that's not anywhere near relevant to what we're trying to do right now. So let's head on into this, Taylor.
Well, since Ren just had to BRB, and I think Ren is currently sort of DMing.
Yep.
Yep. Stuck awkwardly outside the Taylor and the awkward side. Susanna somehow forced into giving up more information about her.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Excuse me.
All Susanna wants to do is not be known.
Mood.
Too late, you're an adventure
But-
party.
and also, she could leave the party. So
She can't.
she
She's
is.
bad at shit. She would get killed on her own.
Mm.
I don't know. She's proven to be moderately good at murder.
Yep.
Well, moderately good. That is an insult.
She seems competent.
She is splendid at murder, and I will not hear any.
Oh.
I mean,
In
Vice
any
is also
case.
good at murder, but he just he doesn't seem so.
I don't think anyone's in this party is quite as good as Susanna at murder, because I don't think anybody in this party has done quite as much murder as Susanna.
Probably not.
I don't
So
know. I
the
mean,
Taylor.
Lena's not been in the temple all her life.
How many people has Lena killed?
I mean, she is vengeful, isn't she? Vengeful paladin?
There's a reason she became Vengeance Paladin.
Yes.
Oh.
Lena and Susanna should just start like a murder tea group where they just drink tea and talk about murder.
Team murder.
That would be the most terrifying and yet awesome conversation imaginable.
Oh God.
Can you imagine?
Yes, I can. It's kind of hilarious.
The two party members who talk the least about the.
Oh yeah, no. Talking about murder without actually mentioning a single kind of relevant fact about themselves.
That would be
Just
good.
theoretical. It's all hypothetical murder conversation here in this tea party.
And everybody's just like watching this conversation.
Everybody's just like watching this conversation, going, "That is an awfully specific hypothetical.
Yes.
That probably actually happened."
Awfully specific.
But yes, Taylor, we should head in that direction.
Taylor, let's just walk in the door of the Taylor.
Guns
Oh god,
blazing.
this guy.
Ready for
No.
All guns blazing. Susanna shoots the Taylor. Roll initiative.
We steal all the clothes.
No.
My
Damn
goodness.
thing.
No, we are not playing chaotic evil bastards, okay?
Not yet.
Susanna does not shoot
Not
the
yet.
Taylor. I promise.
We are not doing a murder hobo game.
Please.
God, Susanna would be so good at a murder hobo game.
It's just
murder
a hobo
game.
pot.
It depends what we're murdering. If you point Lena at undead
Murder.
or bandits or things, she'll be happy to join a murder hobo game.
Fair.
Jesus Christ.
Murder everything. Murder everything.
No, we are not tactical nuking Taldore.
It's like
You
teens but
Goddamn.
murder.
you just murder some things, not everything.
Murder like 40% of things.
40-60, it's fine.
Okay, I promise that I'm not actually going to shoot this Taylor. So, let's buy some fucking clothes.
Alright, we should do that.
So, Ren, what do we see as we walk into this tailor shop?
You see a Taylor.
Great.
No, you
Is the
could've-
Taylor's name Taylor?
Taylor's Taylor.
Okay, this is very creepy. My
Taylor's
surname
Taylor's
is Taylor. It's
Taylor.
very creepy all of a sudden in this conversation.
Oh no! Amy,
Jesus
why didn't you tell us you were the Taylor? I wouldn't have
Oh god.
You know, this is why we never get anything done, because we're fucking bastards.
We are bastards. Chaotic
why we don't get this
bastards.
shit.
Tis our alignment.
All a bitch wants to
Y'all
do
are
is buy
so
like a
valid.
ribbon.
Yeah, it's taken you guys like 20 years just to buy clothes. Like, Ren's back, and you guys still haven't talked to the NPC.
Look, who needs NPCs when you have
When we have friends that we can bullshit with.
That's
I
fair.
mean-
You know what? You're right.
So does the tailor that we see have an appearance of any sort?
Yes.
Do they have a physical form?
They are corporeal.
Please describe their
Okay, but
corporeal.
an incorporeal tailor could be very interesting.
Yeah, right? It's a ghost. No, but they are probably some sort of halfling gentleman or lady. You probably can't really
Ambiguous
ambiguous
halfling.
figure
I
in a
like it.
robe.
Good start.
Yes, an ambiguous halfling.
An ambiguous
See,
halfling
having no
figure
idea
inside.
suddenly became an idea.
So this halfling fellow, he's dressed in nice lapels and like some shiny shoes, and his hair's coiffed to the side. He looks like he's maybe mid early like 50s, something like that. He basically tells you that you have run of the shop and you're allowed to peruse the wares. Points you to certain outfits that are on racks or otherwise displayed. He seems to be in the middle of working with a client, though.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't cause havoc in the tailor shop.
Absolutely not if you try down a will restrainer.
If you want
Okay,
to do
Susanna just
something, he is
waves
distracted.
and
Wink,
says,
wink.
"Good morning." Wait, what time is it?
With all your dilly dallying and hoo-haing, it's probably like 2 p.m.
Good
Smack dot on
afternoon.
the dot. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, okay. Susanna says good afternoon, and then just wanders in to start touching.
Yes. Honestly, I know nothing of clothes, so I don't know how to help you in this situation.
So first things first, she's gonna look for like some hair bows,
Okay.
like just pretty little ribbon something.
You probably find an area that's got a bunch of ribbons displayed on this like kind of grid pattern hung up to display them. Some of them have like embroidery on them. Some are silk, some are matte. It seems like quite a bit of them can match several different outfits. Some have lace, partially laced, thicker, thinner, whole mess of them.
Lena, come over here.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
They seem to
She
be
kind of looks like she'd
color-coded.
rather stick her hands in fire.
Nice. Tell it.
Your fire resistance will not save you from pleasantries to do with clothes.
Damn it.
Yeah, Susanna doesn't care at all that you're uncomfortable. She just starts like
No.
taking purple ribbons, various options from among the ribbons, anything that's purple, and starts sort of holding it up to your skin to see if it's nice or if it clashes.
Once Lena twigs that, she's going to kind of flick the end of a braid over her shoulder, so to her hair as well.
I think Vias would join you and just kind of like lean over and like kind of like scratch his chin. Just like, oh, the lilac. What about that one?
Oh yeah. This, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. What about
Okay, but this one with the
fuchsia?
little flowers, that could be very.
Lena kind of tries 2 or 3 times to get a word in, and then just visibly gives up.
I think at one point it's like Susanna and Vias holding different colored ribbons up at the same time and just shaking their head like, no.
Yeah.
Or possibly
Not bad.
arguing about
But
if that shade is.
Yeah. But
It's
those
lovely. I
flowers
just don't think that's
match.
the one. That's just
Are
not.
you sure about that?
I'm
mean,
sure
you
that
tilt
it's not.
it
I
this
mean, look
way.
at it.
No. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
this
See.
one?
Oh, I think that might actually be quite nice.
Yeah, right. What if we maybe kind of fold it like this?
Oh, very nice. Yes, that would look cute. Lena, this is a good cut.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you don't have to
take
go
your
for
word
it,
for
but
that.
it might help keep your hair back. It's very
Yeah, I
pretty.
mean, it's always good to have a nice, cute little anything to keep your hair back if you're feeling like looking nice.
Lena's kind of patting at her hair kind of self-consciously. Well, I mean, okay.
Your hair is just lovely, and I would like, it would look nice. It does look nice, but it would look like extra nice, if you had a little something in it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to get one, but if you don't get it, I'm buying it for
I'll go have these.
Okay. I give in. Do whatever you need to do.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right, Vice, we're getting this one. Now let's see about down.
He kind of like checks the price and he's like, okay, so it looks like it's 1 gold for a ribbon.
Oh, that's easy. I have 5 silver. Do you have 5 silver?
Yes, I have 5 silver.
Excellent.
Actually, let me check if I have 5 silver. I have 20 silver, so yes, I can deduct 5 from
Very good.
Lena's just kind of very much. I have no idea what just happened.
that. Just flabbergasted.
And you
Lena is
don't even
just
have to put
going
it in
with
your
the
hair.
flow.
It's real cute. You could just
Which
book.
You
You
could
like
tie
reading,
it on
don't
your.
you?
You could tie it on your warhammer.
I'm not tying anything to the warhammer.
You could use it as a bookmark.
Or to put
Oh.
on your boots. I mean, possibilities endless.
Really
Okay.
endless. There's so much.
She kind of takes the ribbon and kind of wraps it around the bottom of her braid and kind of ties it and just leaves her braid kind of hanging over her shoulder and goes, yeah, thank
Lovely.
you.
Oh, it's so good.
Thank-
She kind of glances over at Donut at that point. It is very much just help.
I was actually
Save
hoping
me.
to ask you two's recommendation for fancy clothes, things that would be appropriate for if we need to meet nobles again,
Oh, right.
or if we go, or if, and she kind of pauses, and if we do end up going to an event that requires more fancy than,
Then what you wear.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And you can see that she has actually grabbed a small. They aren't fancy clothes, but they're the sort of like they clearly would work for like festival clothes.
Mm. Oh, those are nice.
Mm.
Yeah, it turns out I had left my festival clothes back at home, and they're good to have. They're good to.
It's good.
Always ought to have festival clothes when one is in a position to be going to festival.
Uh huh.
Very important.
Very. I mean, I do say so most of some of the time. Clothes really aren't. I guess I don't go to very many gatherings where it's necessary. However, it is nice to have nice clothes. Ways to celebrate, ways to communicate your rank, things like that are very nice.
Clothes are vitally important to everything that I do. So
Now, should we be the real question? Should we be looking for something for Talia?
I have ideas for Talia, but it may not be available here.
Yes, I
Well, it
don't
should be
think
something
our
they'd be
fashions would.
comfortable wearing.
I think that needs to be something a little bit more portside because what I've got in mind is actually, well, not a common Telltale fashion.
and I mean, we wouldn't want to go looking for things for Talia without Talia here. I mean, they're quite petite, you know.
True.
And I wouldn't
Sizing would
want
be
to
all
buy
wrong.
something they would not like either.
That too, but the sizing is more an important consideration here.
Yes, but I also think it's good for people to be comfortable in what they wear most of the
Do you
time.
think they would like anything that we would pick out for them?
I mean, they did like the cloak kind of thing, but that wasn't necessarily fancy.
I suppose so.
Uh,
In any
it might
case,
be worth looking at something suit resembling for them. I don't think they'd be comfortable in, and they have even more consideration than I do with needing mobility.
oh yeah, I would never dream of putting them in a skirt. I mean, have you seen the kind of shenanigans they pull? It would be ridiculous.
I don't think it would be comfortable. But It's up to them.
It would be dangerous to wear a skirt and do all that flipping and tumbling and twisting and whatever other. I don't even know the term for it.
Well,
Tomfoolery.
another option we can have is maybe we don't buy anything for them, but I can kind of take a look at the way these shapes are made and create a pattern on my own. I did do some clothing work in Marquette under my weaving studies. I can always make something for them as well.
Well, that is a lovely option to take into consideration. Diona, you need clothes.
Yes.
Do you have
I don't want to be caught flat-footed if we meet someone like Miss Quibbly again.
any particular uh, color story in mind? I'm thinking just a neutral, flattering gray because that would look professional, which I believe is what you're aiming for.
Yeah. Honestly, I make suggestions, and if something is too much, I'll let you guys know. Okay?
Okay. Well, let's see if I can find something indigo. And he
Can
will
I
kind
assume
of.
an automatic no on the corset?
Yeah. Automatic no on the corset.
That's a
I think
shame.
as Vias is walking away to
Thank you
go
for
find.
asking.
As Vice is going away to like go find something indigo, he waves behind. He's like, "Good to know," as he walks off to kind of peruse.
It just does wonders for a person's figure.
It also makes me look like I'm trying too hard.
Hmm.
Oh my
Susanna's
God
looking
damn
at
it,
you.
Jamie.
She's just.
god.
What did I do?
Bias going everywhere naked.
No, he never naked.
Yeah, because he says he doesn't really care about clothes, so I'm like, oh, okay, he just walked
I
places naked
mean, you'd
then.
be valid if you saw what he wore in Marquette most of the time.
We get it, he's a twink.
he likes to be in clothing that suits his figure, and he likes to show it. You know,
It's okay, he's a twink.
So what I'm
It's
hearing
fine.
is that Bias will wear the corset.
Bias definitely would wear a corset if it was fashionable.
We'll talk about that next time.
You didn't ask him
Diona,
what his idea of fashion was.
Diona is the priority for today.
Oh God.
There's no.
And what's Lena doing now that Lena has been saved from the attention of the two well-meaning but very overbearing?
Lena is kind of stood off to one side, out of the way, so as not to get sucked back in again, and she's just kind of got one hand up, stroking kind of her tips of her fingers over the ribbon at the end of her braid.
Aw.
That's cute.
How's they were doing?
She's just watching this whole thing, very bemused.
I think as Bias like runs off to go like start pulling indigo things off racks, Mercy like flies off his shoulder and like lands to keep Vera company, just watching them as well.
Susanna goes back and forth like 3 times with different pieces of gray clothing and holding it up to Diona and shaking her head and coming back with a slightly different gray and shaking her head. And third gray, she's like, this one would work.
I think as she comes up with that third piece, Bias has like an armful of like 4 different things, and he's a little bit out of breath, and he's like, "What did you find?"
Well, it's just slacks and a vest, and I think we could have a nice blouse with maybe some sort of flowy sleeve. Maybe not flowy sleeve.
Yeah, I mean, flowy sleeve is nice. I mean, you
I
could
like
always go
flowy
for
sleeve.
something that's fitted around the forearm and is poofier near the.
Yeah, a little poofier in the, yeah,
Yes.
that's nice. I
Uh,
like that idea. All right, Downa, you hold these. I'm going to go find you a blouse.
And I, well,
You
you go
probably are
outside
going to
with
need to
it.
get him to. And she probably gets that out as Susanna is
Susanna's gone.
walking away.
She doesn't give a
Yeah,
shit.
and it's just kind of. She's sort of looking at the clothes you guys have handed her, and she sort of is comparing, and she just kind of looked at Vias and You two are aware you're probably going to need to get the tailor to either custom make or to.
Darling, I could do it for you. Or at least some of it. Whatever he doesn't want to do or what is too expensive, I can fix myself. I have a kit. I keep it everywhere with me. I can mend, I can embroider, I can do anything you want.
Susanna comes back midway through that and says, "Thank goodness, because I cannot sew a stitch.
You can't. You fix clocks, Susanna.
I
You
cannot sew a
think.
stitch. I'm serious. I cannot. I can't hold a needle in this hand. It doesn't work."
Oh, that's fair. You know, I didn't even think about it.
Um,
Apologize.
I I was just reminding Bias that for me, we'll probably need to either commission something or.
Oh yes, absolutely for sure. But the blouse is a men's, so that should at least be broad enough for your shoulders.
Hmm.
The paints, of course, will have to be completely made from scratch. I just wanted to see the color.
Hmm. I mean, need to be an exact dye lot because sometimes they can be off depending on the type of colorant they use.
I saw a bolt of that fabric in the back. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Hmm. I'd like to take a examine of what other bolts they have, just in case, you know.
Let's take a look back there.
Is Diona getting dragged along, or is Diona
No,
still
Diona's
good
staying
to?
there.
Diana
Diona's
can
staying.
go with
No,
if she
Okay.
wants.
no, this is Vice. Like Suzanne has grabbed Vice by the arms, and they are marching back to the back of the shop.
Yeah. And I think you kind of see
Diana
the
kind of
halfling
looks
man.
over at the tailor, and I am sorry about them. It's probably gonna get worse.
Oh, they're very enthusiastic. It's fun to see customers like that here. Not a whole bunch in Kaimo comes for dressy things. They come for other reasons. But it's nice, you know. Maybe I should keep an eye on them. See if there are any
It's probably
questions.
best.
We treat shops with respect.
You do the fuck
He
not.
he only means this in the
Susanna
like
the fuck does. Susanna respects retail workers.
same.
Does
He
she?
he just enjoys having enthusiastic customers like them because it's not every day that somebody comes in like that.
Susanna doesn't respect most people, but she will respect this
The
androgynous
working class
halfling.
deserves respect, damn it. But yes, he's basically gonna hang around every once in a while since it seems like his customers ordered what they came for and has left. Pleased.
Possibly scared off by the sheer force of
Yeah,
personality of.
kind of just giving everybody a side eye as they're like pulling things out and being enthusiastic because it seems like they came by themselves. And yeah, the halfling fellow, he basically will be around if you want prices and quotes and stuff like that. And yep. Now let's see. Is this one embroidered? And Vias kind of like pulls at one of the bolts to see the fabrics. Hmm.
Susanna is just having a grand old time. She doesn't care if Diona is not having a good time. She doesn't care if Lena's having a good time. She doesn't care. She is living her best life right now.
Good.
Uh, while they are distracted, Diana is going to go via the hair ribbons and grab herself um a pair
There's also
and
stuff too, like ascots and different accessories that have to do with fabrics, and some that aren't, like different types of loafers, that sort of thing.
yeah, pair of hair ribbons, and she's actually going to, if there is somewhere there would be gloves.
Oh yeah, I mean they have longer ones made for dresses. They probably have some men's shorter gloves or half gloves, things like that.
Mhm.
And if you want gloves, I think they'd probably run you about like 1 to 2 gold at most. They're probably not
Okay.
as expensive as or not nearly as cheap as
Yeah.
ribbons, but they're not the cheapest.
I'll just PM you what she's looking for, and you can tell me.
Sure. I'm gonna grab my phone so I can keep discrepancy. Or discretion.
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 Who needs discretion when you have friendship?
You have said that line a few times, and I don't.
Oh my god, you should have heard me in Austria. Everybody
Yes.
wanted to kill me because I kept saying that.
You can definitely do that, Joe, depending on what you want to buy her. You can even have them custom made for an extra gold piece.
Yeah, that might be.
PK's girlfriend just said yes when I said that everybody wanted to kill me in Austria because of how often I said that.
Your girlfriend
And
has a
here
name,
I thought you
PK.
made a game out of provoking people into wanting to murder you.
Yes. I at least didn't do my thing where I read French really awful while I was in Switzerland because
Oh.
I cut my head off.
Okay. So I will mark that off.
Mhm.
And then 2 hair ribbons, and I think 1 Viacent. I think, Lena does see Diana gather up her series of long braids, tie them once, and then do some kind of a coil and use the second hair ribbon to tie it off again. While waiting for the others to come back.
Lovely. The halfling man can also he's basically been keeping a tally of what you guys are grabbing as you're going, just
Yeah,
keeping an eye out.
it's yeah, Diana would have actually spoken to him about the commission for that.
Yeah. And he would have told you how much it costs, the 3 gold, so.
Yep. And she's got a couple of other errands she would like to run, but those will require
PK,
someone to play distraction for Susanna.
PK, give your girlfriend a roll.
Cryptid.
Cryptid of Lake.
Give me a
Yeah,
second, and I will set up a roll.
Thank you, Joe. I'm too dumb to do Discord.
I know
Or
how to
I
do
could
rolls,
just
but I'm
set
bad
your
at it.
girlfriend to also having cursed girlfriend, but
Yeah, you could. Everybody could. All the girlfriends could have the cursed girlfriend
Yes.
roll.
Give
I,
Jamie a
I don't
cursed
have my
girlfriend.
cursed girlfriend roll anymore for some reason.
Oh no! I
yeah,
told
because
you.
you stopped being as cursed as to justify that roll.
I mean,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think Isabel's done enough to be a cursed girlfriend. She doesn't do cursed
maybe
things.
cryptid girlfriend, maybe.
Cryptid girlfriend.
Hi Lance, what are
Did
you doing?
oh, Lanty.
He's literally been eating his food really pickly, and I don't understand why. I think he's mad because I started giving Mochi wet food and he wants it too. Is that?
What sort of color should I do for?
For a cryptid girlfriend? Purple, because purple's a cryptid color.
Do we still have Isabel here that I can ask her if she has a preference?
I'm here.
Any particular color preference you'd have for your roll?
Not really. Purple would work fine.
Okay.
Sweet.
Uh,
Mood Joe. Oh my god.
What? Huh?
You just groaned a little bit, and I was like, yeah, same.
Again, it was.
Um,
I woke up an hour late. That's about how I'm doing.
That's fair.
That is valid.
Yeah. I mean, we don't hold it against you.
Now zero that and refill those and.
I think
So
at
I
some
am
point,
sure that Susanna and um Vias managed to find some kind of fabrics they like for.
Oh yes.
yeah,
I think
I'm sure we.
Vias ended up finding like a more expensive version where it's got like this inlaid silver kind of like scattered within, 'cause it kind of looks like a starry night. It's more like embroidered pieces inside of it, just smaller
Yeah.
pinpricks here and there. Um, but he thought that was very cool. It's kind of like a darker blue and then a lighter blue at the sleeves and like the bottom of the tunic kind of thing.
Susanna has picked just plain and respectable gray and is planning just something nice, well fitted. Show off the arms a little, but not too much.
Poofy sleeves for Vice.
Poofy sleeves.
Just a small amount. Oh my god, we have fucking
Oh.
ants. We have ant traps. Why are you here? Nasty buggers.
aw.
They don't need to be in here. This is
Poor
my
honey.
room.
It is your room. First the cats, now ants.
It's the ants' room now, Ren. I'm so sorry. You don't have a room anymore.
True.
I can't live here anymore.
Yeah, you
It's
have to
taken
leave, babe.
over.
I'm sorry.
I have to
You gotta
move.
come to California. Oh no, you gotta move it back with your mom.
Oh, I can't even do that because she's moving out too. She's moving to Ralph.
Oh, then I guess the only option is that you have to move to California.
I resign.
It's like there's no in between. It's either your dad's house or California.
Yeah, literally though.
Go to California and die in like a fucking earthquake or something, though, because that would be terrible.
I'm not gonna do that. I don't have that
Okay,
much
good.
of a bad luck. Usually I'm fine. I just trip a lot.
That's valid.
So valid.
But yes, I think we all end up finding something at least pertaining to nice outfit. I think.
Wait,
Yeah.
does Vera's hair, this is important, does Vera's hair facilitate hair bow?
No,
Damn it.
I
very
think it's too
isn't
short.
it?
it's short.
Okay, Susanna's gonna pick out a ribbon for Vera anyway so that she can use it for, I don't know, tying around her, I don't know what sort of shit Vera uses.
Vice is going
Her
to
tankard.
get.
Tie it
Vice is going
around
to get a
for
bow
me.
or something for Dylan, just like a nice green.
Dylan likes yellow, remember?
Oh yeah, well I know that, but he kind of like thought about his eyes, so
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
fair.
that boy's so gay.
So gay.
he thinks better of it and then goes for a yellow one for Dylan and then the green one he keeps for himself.
Oh
Just
my
like
god,
he
that's
is.
gay.
And unless stopped, Diana is going to pay the money for the fancy outfits herself, because even if we are getting them commissioned, she's just gonna.
I think
How much money
Vias
is the fancy outfits total?
Based on PHB,
between 15 to 20 at least for me in commission. At least that's what I think. I looked at the PHB and they said fine clothes at 15, but I think commission
yeah. So
clothes is a little more extra.
do
Yeah,
we
it's
want
like
to just call it 40 for both?
Sure.
that's not bad.
I'd say we take it out of the party funds. I think that's something Vias would suggest.
Susanna would agree to that.
Unless Diona wants to pay, and then we'll just. If it makes Diona feel better.
No, it's for party business, don't you think? I mean, it is, after all, for in a situation where we might need to present ourselves in a more professional manner, and so it only makes sense to take it out of party funds.
I mean, that is fair. I mean, if we can do, maybe we need to get some more for the other parts of the party, but that can be done at a different
That
time.
can also come from the party funds. It just doesn't have to be today. I mean, people are
course.
busy, you know how it is.
Yes, 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 yes. I think that would be agreeable.
Now, Vice, are you
Tell
buying
you
anything for
what,
yourself?
I'll cover half, and then we can cover the rest of the party funds.
I suppose that's reasonable.
All right. Well, that will be fine. I haven't really had time to look for myself. I mean, I'd love to. Uh,
I mean, I think
am
we have
going to
time.
get these 2 ribbons though, which would be 1 gold each, which I'm gonna take off from Bias's heckin' thing because I'm
Susanna turns to Vera, Diona, and Lena and says, "Are you ladies in a rush? Like, do y'all have other shopping you want to do right now? Can we stay a little bit longer, find something for Vice?"
I have something that I would like to do, but I'm also not necessary for helping Vias find.
Well, you guys could go off and find something else, and you could meet back here in, say, I don't know, just however long it takes you to do your thing. You come back, we'll probably still be here, and then we can go do something else.
Yes, and if you're not, I mean, I can leave Mercy with you, and if you have a question for her, she can just tell me, and then I can come meet you. How does that sound?
I think that sounds very reasonable.
Seems fair to me.
All right, and he will nod to Mercy, and she will land on your shoulder.
Guys,
She
I
looks
hate
over.
this. The only thing that we have good strategy for is fucking shopping.
Well, you know, I didn't want
Now,
to say, but
will Mercy consent to being scratched?
Huh?
Will Mercy consent to being scratched?
Oh yes, she enjoys pets. She closes her
Okay.
eyes. She does that little slow winky thing that birds do when they're content. They like close their eyes. She's a good bird.
She's a good
Listen,
bird.
I think Diana kind of does it idly, just as a heading to.
Yeah.
Because she needs to head to an apothecary. And what's the date in universe again?
16th?
Okay.
17th? I can't remember exactly. I need to check again.
Yeah, so one of the bits of shopping isn't necessary for like 2 days. That's fine. Um,
While Vias and Susanna are without Diona, Susanna's going to turn to Vias and say, "So for Diona's birthday, I've been making her a watch, right? Like a pocket watch on a chain, only I don't have a chain for it. And I was thinking that maybe we could find something that she would like that we could use in place of a chain, because I don't really want to buy a chain. I mean,
You
it's
know, I
expensive."
was actually making something. I made it just the other day. I made some pretty bad mistakes. I was kind of nervous. But I did make a little bracelet. I kind of made it out of some things that I'd been traveling with, and one of Mercy's feathers. Maybe that would work
Oh.
for a chain.
Oh, that probably would. I mean, it's a small watch. It's not much because I didn't have a lot of time. I mean, it's not finished yet, but the casing's pretty small. I don't have a lot of time to work on it necessarily, so I just thought I'd make a small one. So that could work.
Yes, I mean it's a thicker kind of cord, so it shouldn't break.
Okay.
I mean, I think that would work perfectly.
All right. Well, when I finish the watch, which hopefully won't take me too long, but I have some ideas that need to be. We'll see. We'll see if I get it all done. I will try to get it all done. But
anything at all, I can help you too, if need be.
I mean, it's just first you have to construct it, then you have to fix it in place, then you have to do the etchings. Because I have this lovely idea for an etching, but it's going to take so long.
Okay.
And I hope the next birthday there is somebody gives me a little bit more notice than this, because
I mean, we've only been traveling for 17
A little over 2
days?
weeks at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been 17 days that we kind of stumbled into each other, so I guess birthdays really weren't the first on that list of subjects. I mean, we're all kind of just getting to know each other too, so.
that's true. Well, in any case, I'm glad you have that. That is an excellent idea, and I think she will like it better coming from the both of us because I don't know,
It's a useful present.
it's just nicer that way. Yes. All right.
A
Thank
little
you.
more thoughtful. No problem. I mean, I kind of was upset at myself for not having something a little more expensive, you know? I mean, I'm sure she does not care if it's expensive or whatever, but I wanted to get something nicer, maybe make
Mm.
her an outfit, you know? I
Well,
just need more time for that, at least a week.
we'll next. Well, in any case, this way, combining it like that, it seems more expensive from the both of us, and that way it makes the whole thing seem worth more.
That's true. I mean, then it has sentimental value from both of us.
Mm. Sentimental value, yes. So, clothes.
Yes, those things that go on our bodies. Uh,
Indeed.
I mean, I haven't really looked at Taldore fashion too much. I mean, I see traveling gears and things, but I mean, it's a little bit different than Marquesian fashion. Usually it's more like drapey and more vivid colors and patterns. A little
That
more
sounds lovely.
expensive.
We have some very well, where I'm from, we do a lot of vivid colors for mostly for dresses and the like, but
Mm,
not the men don't wear such exciting clothes, which is really just a shame. They ought to
really?
invest in a little
I
more
mean,
excitement.
I don't I don't discriminate in that department. I enjoy wearing dresses sometimes. The more feminine clothing at home I've known to wear. My sisters, uh, they'll kind of bring things to me sometimes that they think I like, or make things. Sometimes they're awful, but you know, as sisters are, you wear what they make for you.
Yeah, Eleanor never much liked wearing dresses.
There are some that don't.
In any case, I do love dresses. I love all sorts of dresses, but you probably have never worn anything with quite this many skirts.
No, and how many are there? It, it seems quite full. Uh,
Oh, let me count.
I mean, my mother wears certain, like, similar fashion, a couple petticoats, but nothing too heavy. It's way too hot in market for that.
Well, I have to have room here for all my pockets and all, extra layers for I mean, I'm not wearing chainmail, so
Mm,
it's you have to have something. Well, you don't have to have something. This isn't the purpose of it isn't for that, but I have noticed that it's harder for people to hit me when there's,
there is something in the way, of course. I
something
mean,
in the way, yes.
that's kind of why my light armor is this, and he kind of like pulls his cloak aside and like shows you that like almost corset-like leather like piece on his stomach. I
Wow,
mean,
Vi, it's flashing your corset at an
it
almost complete stranger.
is not corset.
I know. I'm joking.
I mean, it's not heavy armor, but it keeps some vitals safe at least.
I suppose that's all that matters.
Hmm.
Not that any of, and she points to her dress and then at Bias's clothes, not that any of that would stop a bullet, but I guess we don't run into many folks with bullets.
Let's hope not. I mean, I've been on the end of certain things sometimes. I don't think I mentioned it before, but my sister makes tinkers with them.
Oh, she makes guns.
Mm. I mean, it's
She
only
shoots him?
under what?
She shoots him?
Oh yes. We have a small range, sort of.
She any good?
Oh yes, very much so. Definitely better than I could ever be. But you know, she we have kind of an agreement where we're not allowed to produce guns for sale. It's more of she invents different ways to make them better and sells the blueprints to what place was it? Somewhere in Taldori. It was through her one of her shop contacts. I don't remember exactly. But it seems that it works very well, and she's very smart and clever. I she just she's yeah, she's something. But I'm sure she'd like to meet you some point. Her name is Naja.
Nausea.
Naja. Naja.
That's a lovely name.
I'm sure she'd love to hear you say it, but she's 4.
Oh, I know. I'm awful at saying things, I feel. But bye, Amy.
Bye.
Night, folks.
Good night. I'm glad you could stay for as long as you did. I hope you feel better.
Night, Amy. Sleep good.
Night, folks.
I like that eldritch twink. It's a vibe.
Lena has taken the out offered by Diona, needing to go do other shopping.
And you guys could always, yeah.
Hold on a second. I need to disconnect.
Oh no.
I am
can't
also gonna need to
believe
help
I
moderately
missed
soon.
Amy by 3 minutes.
Whoa, what is going on?
Hello?
Hi, there you go. Hi, Parker. You went very robotic for a little while.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, Parker's here.
Yes.
Hello, Parker.
Hello.
How you feeling?
Now give me a second.
Sure.
Hello.
Oh my god, you sound
You
so
are
robotic.
real robot, babe.
I am
Oh my
Everyone
gosh.
slow
tired.
down.
Oh, poor Parker.
Parker's a Dalek right now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Rip.
Hi, kitty.
Rip Joe's
Ow.
partner.
Oh man, that's gonna be fun to listen back to in the recording.
Um. Yeah, Diana wants to head on an apothecary and a jeweler actually.
Okay. What are you gonna do there then?
Suspicious.
What I'm going to do there is getting PM'd to run.
Alright. I love getting PMs.
Suspicious.
PK, you know what the fuck it
I
is.
do know what the fuck it is, which is why it's suspicious. Ow, oh my god, I just hit my head so hard on the wall.
Oh
Oh
no. Please
my
be
god.
gentle to yourself.
Ow. Freaking shelf.
Oh no.
I'd like to point out that PK's girlfriend just called me a dumbass.
That's because you are a dumbass.
Wow.
Roasted.
Wow.
Can't believe I'm getting mocked this whole time and Parker's not even here to appreciate it.
Would you understand what I meant if I said like half palm size?
Yeah. Man, I wish there was like a literal D&D guide for all random fucking items and prices. Just so it's like, oh yes, let me look at this nifty-difty handbook full of like 500 pages of just items with fucking cost.
The
There should be
miscellaneous items your party will ask about because
there
they are bastards.
should be an app where it's like you text, like it's a texting service where you can contact a DM at any hour who will be like, this is the right price for this thing.
Yeah.
She's willing to commission that second one if needed, but I figure that the cells should be moderately available.
Okay.
And I'll actually mark off another ribbon because she would have gotten a small dark purple ribbon.
Okay.
As dark as possible.
Diana's trying to be wholesome here. Fuck
She
that noise.
She's doing her best.
She's doing her
Leave
best.
her alone.
Let Susanna not be healthy. God.
I don't want a magic item.
Listen, Diana is doing her best, and she doesn't know how to, but she also doesn't want to spook Susanna, so she's trying to hear our presence, so you hopefully realize that I don't intend.
I like how Susanna is basically a feral cat now.
Yeah. Susanna is a feral cat with a gun.
Feral Cat with a Gun is my new band name.
That's
Incredible.
Like Panic at the Disco.
Hi, Parker.
Is this better?
Yes.
Yes, this is a lot
Wow.
better.
Hi, Parker.
Welcome back, Parker.
Oh my God, the peeps almost
Hello.
all here.
I am no longer in the forest.
Woo.
Bless. You fucked off into the city now. Good job.
Oh. How you feeling, babe?
I'm so fucking tired.
Yeah.
What a mood.
At least you
Who the
managed to
fuck
fix the
changed my
Wi-Fi
name
now?
to Feral Cat with a Gun?
It wasn't me, but that's pretty damn good.
Joe? Joe?
Please.
Yes, PK.
Of course it was you.
That's so good. I love you, Joe. You're great.
You should be aware at this point that it's generally me who does nickname shenanigans.
Yeah.
Like it.
It's very good.
Who was the one who
Wholesome
changed my nickname to Hot Nut or whatever?
I did. Warm Nut.
That one wasn't me.
I did, because you couldn't fight back, and I wanted you to come.
Because I was on a
to the plane
freaking
with us.
airplane.
Yeah. That was your fault for trusting me to update everybody. I was like, you get to be Warm Nut now.
Oh, what was it? What was your name again? What did she make your name? Something with nuts.
Because it was Southern Crime Lord before, and
I
then
think it was
Ren
Warm Nut
changed it
Juice.
to Warm Nut. No, it was Warm Nut Crime Lord.
Yes, I
We're not Crime Lord.
did. Yeah. It's so
God,
good.
warm nuts. God.
And there was another one a while ago that Ren changed it to You Squawked, and I changed it back to Depresso Espresso.
I don't
Right.
remember what it was.
Since when does Ren have nickname privileges?
Since I
Since
exist.
everyone who has the bastard role is an admin.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Why did you say that out loud?
Wait,
I
do
mean,
we
I
have?
didn't
Can I
know
change
that.
nicknames?
Probably.
I mean, I can't because I'm too stupid to Discord. But could I if I was smart?
Yes. Because everyone who is a player has the bastard role, and all the bastards are admins.
All us bastards are admins. We should not be.
However, one thing to be aware of, I can overwrite any changes you make, and if I assign rules, you cannot get rid of them.
This is why you are Lord Dragon Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I figured it out.
Oh no.
It is good to hear all of you again. Holy fuck.
Hi, Parker. We
Aw,
missed you.
we love you.
I missed you too. I have so many camp stories. Holy shit.
Can't wait.
They
Do
will be
we
told
want to
when I am
stop
not.
this? Okay, yeah.
That can be saved when Josh is here, which I think Josh is coming back next week.
Josh should be back next week, yeah.
So yeah, that's Ryan, if you can just let me know roughly how much money I should take off for those.
Sure.
Or did you? I think you did.
For that
Yeah.
one thing, yeah. The other one, the first one, I'd say probably let's say 6 silver for that. It shouldn't be that much.
Okay.
It wouldn't cost one
So
gold piece for
I'll
that.
just mark off 2 gold.
Sure. Sounds good.
And that's for the record, the purple ribbon would have been much thinner. It wouldn't have been a hair ribbon. It would have been shorter.
Yeah, like they do have certain things meant for like lacing corsets, and those are thin. There's certain ones like that. There's certain things that are meant to be like sewn onto fabric, so it's a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
So you
So
definitely find
would have
some.
been able to find one that would work for.
Oh yes. Probably cheaper than a gold piece for a thinner one. You'd probably pay like 5 silver for it.
I just marked off the gold anyway, because it's not like Dana has particularly much need for money.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dana's need for money pretty much extends to how can I get presents to make people happy.
Mood.
Speaking of, she actually also wants to head via a blacksmith, and somewhere to get artisan's tools.
Sure. I mean, you could probably find them someplace.
Yeah.
Who was that?
I'm that cat.
Yeah, Stormy decided she objected to Jasper being in her face.
Oh my.
No.
Stormy.
Jasper, no.
Poor old lady. Being harassed
Old lady who got her vet checkup yesterday.
Oh, how's she doing?
How's she doing?
She's doing good. She's the vet's very impressed with how her teeth are doing. She got an immunization. She got to wander around and be a little bit of a gremlin.
As a cat should.
Only other thing would be a very short iron chain, like not even a foot long, like maybe 8 inches long.
Okay. I'd probably price that about the same price. Well, yeah, maybe a little bit more expensive than the ribbon. Maybe like a gold and 2 silver.
Dankeschön. Okay.
And then artisan's tools.
Yes.
I know the particular ones. I can literally look in the book for those. It's just that I have
if you
to
can
get my
mark
just
that off
find the
because
right
I
point in the
don't
book.
have it pulled up right now. I did a while ago,
Yeah.
but
Research here we go. And then it's 10 gold for that one.
Alrighty.
I know what Dawn is getting.
Very nice.
And then I think that's everything. I think that's all Dawn shopping.
Susanna, while she is still in the tailor shop with Vias buying stuff for him, she will also get a second veil, just a spare to have.
All right.
Because that shit might get damaged and she needs to have her face covered.
I think 4 to 5 gold for that would probably be fine.
All right, cool.
Let's say 4. It's not a huge ask. It's just a little bit of fabric and a band, basically. I think Vias would definitely want your opinion on the clothes that he's picking out because he doesn't really know the fashion of this place.
Susanna would give the opinion very opinionatedly.
Very good.
She doesn't know how to be anything but opinionated.
Oh, she does, but she doesn't want to do that right now.
Good, because Vias needs an honest opinion. I think he would go for... Yeah, Virus is probably gonna go for at least one outfit that she suggests, and then probably two more of his own.
Excellent. I don't even know what Suzanne would suggest. I'll come up with something later
Yes, you
and
can
send
send
it
it to
to
me
you.
via DM or something, or in the roleplay
Okay.
chat or something. But I think I'm gonna take off.
Yeah, I'm gonna head as well because I need to do some adulting on my end, and then
Adulting.
I am kind of gonna blow you guys off to talk to my partner.
15. Oh yes, you
That's
go enjoy
fair.
that time.
fair and classy, TVH. Go right ahead.
That's hella fair.
Bias
Where
is
you,
down to 38 gold now.
where you going, babe?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean like take off, but I meant like I need to take it off my gold. But
I
yes.
need to nap is what I
Oh,
need to do.
okay.
But yeah,
Yeah, so I think with our various shopping done and some bonding between the dumbasses,
Yes.
and I will actually PM Amy to ask about something potential for Lena and Diana. But it might wait till Talia is out of hyper focus mode before suggesting that. But
Actually, Joe, Susanna would later in the evening grab Diona and take her for a walk, and we can RP that later if you would like, because
we do have the text channel for that.
we can
so.
do that. So we should do
We
that
need to use that
later.
more often. We need to just like actually use the fucking text channel to do role playing because we have a lot
Yeah,
to role
so
play and
this
we never
works
use
for
it.
the text channel.
Yeah. We will give that a spin later, how about, Joe, and we can try that.
Yep.
It's just so much more
Um,
fun to do it in person, unfortunately.
So,
Kind of.
how long would Diana be looking at for the?
The commission of the certain items.
Yes.
She'd probably be looking at if they made it by hand, probably at least 3 days.
Okay.
Maybe 2, depending. You'll
Yeah.
probably end up having a courier bring it to your, to the
Okay.
inn.
Courier works.
Alrighty. So, yeah, I think unless anybody has anything else they want to do, we can fuck off. I guess.
I
I'm
am
very
good. Fuck off.
amused. I'm very amused by the idea of Talia emerging from their hyper focused state in like 2 days, being like, "What did I miss?"
Oh my.
I am sure they have been bullied into eating.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Who needs food when you have the tome?
I mean,
Someone has to
Veyra's
take
doing
care
a
of the
very good
cat.
job at it before.
Just, I think if you just hand them things occasionally, they'll
They eat it. Yeah,
They
they
eat
you
it.
don't have to bully him. It just like put it in like vague line of sight, and it gets consumed at some point.
At some point, eventually.
That's fair.
just every 6 hours give them some food and water and
They have cornered off like like a fourth of like one of the inn rooms, and that is just their spot, and it is a whirlwind of papers and ink.
Oh my god, I can't wait for them to go to fucking Haven.
Which
It's gonna be
hold on.
insane.
Which rooms are being shared with which people? Because this was told to me and I forgot it.
I don't know.
Uh,
Talia's just in the corner of her room.
I think Veyra, Vias, and Dylan were in one room.
No, I think Vera was in with Talia.
Oh
well,
right.
I thought
Sorry.
Veyra and Talia were just sort of watching over Dylan as he woke up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Okay.
where exactly she was staying. It's wherever there's some free room.
Okay.
But I think that corner is where Talia got hyper focused, and that corner is what Talia has not left.
And now we're just letting them do their thing.
Yeah, Vias had been staying in there with Dylan, just keeping an eye. So, because I think Vias and Susanna roomed together. I don't remember.
Susanna won't be rooming with Vias or Dylan. That is against her rules. She can't do that.
That's fair.
It is
They're free,
inappropriate. She is a lady.
Yeah, but you know.
Her honor could be compromised. As if it's not already. They shared a tent for heaven's sake, but like it doesn't matter if we are in a city. She is not
Yeah.
rooming with either of them.
That's fair. Vias doesn't mind.
Talia slides by on sheer ambiguity.
Yeah. Just a shrug. It's fine.
Talia is not technically a gentleman, so it doesn't count.
As long as it doesn't check that box, we're good.
We're okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna quit recording. Yeah.
Cool. Bye, recording.
Bye.